Hey guys, what's going on? Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And also, become a member. Join the team. Hey, you don't do your face. Oh my God. You've been creating for half a year. You've been creating for half a year.
Is that why you're laughing?
Fix your face. Fix your face. The fuck?
But you need to go up, you know.
And 2025, like brand new, was new.
2025, yeah, rebrand, yeah. Unlike some people.
Speaking of 2025 quickly, one of the, I think it might even be your question.
Yeah,
the wish list for,
So,
go on.
it's obviously Christmas is pretty much next week. Make some noise for Christmas.
Woo!
So I wanted to do like a wish list to send to the Santa Wrestling Christmas, whatever guy gets. Santa Wrestling Christmas. If there was one wish that you'd want to give, one wish you'd want to wish for next year, what would it be and why? Actually, what would it be? Not even why.
I want Kevin Owens to be world champ. I want that. Because I think he deserves it. I think he's put in work. I think, especially during the Thunderdome era, like he was one of the shining lights during that time. He put on some great matches with Roman Reigns. Even when he was in the tag team with Sami Zayn, I liked what he did, you know, and I think he deserves it. It's been a while. It's been since 2016. Like, come on, man. He's overdue another world title run. So, yeah, Kevin Owens, world champion.
For AEW to find themselves properly again.
Boy.
I feel like, obviously, it's good that we have now two, like, large-scale companies in America. But I just feel like the issue with AEW is that when they're not doing well, there's now only one company to watch in it. And I feel like when they do well, it now means, okay, WWE see that and like, okay, cool, we need to try and top them.
You want
AEW
both
like,
companies
yeah.
to go at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be anyways. With WWE going to Netflix, that will obviously bring more eyes onto wrestling as a whole. AEW should find a way to capitalize as well and see if they can bring eyes to their product.
And I think that would get people like me invested in AEW because I haven't watched AEW this year, you know, and it's not that I don't want to, I cannot be bothered. So I want the product to be exciting so it can attract people like myself that, you know, care about wrestling and want AEW to do well, because that only just elevates the product on both sides, you know, for both companies.
Yeah.
I think for me, my wish is to have a bit more, I'll say, sets for wrestling shows.
Yes, please.
Especially pay-per-views. We want to see like a difference. Like, cool, I love the LED screens and all that sort of stuff, but I think certain shows will definitely need, you know, like a proper set.
The thing is, yeah, even with that, like, obviously they've now scaled it down smaller so that the fans can see at the back, even if it's just a thing of like props.
Yeah.
Just
Do you know what I miss? I miss elevated stages. I miss the
little
stage being
ramps.
elevated a bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, the last time we had an elevated stage was at WrestleMania 39. It was cool, but that's a bit of an elevated stage, some sort of like big, you know, background and stuff, and maybe even just the inclusion of like bringing back a Taboo Tuesday or Cyber Sunday, because that's something that, you know, they should have done from time. Give the fans a choice, man. Give the fans even if they've done it for NXT, but I'll be there, fam.
Yeah.
I don't trust the fans with Taboo Tuesday.
That's the whole point.
Because we've seen online that these guys don't know how to make.
That's the whole point. I think that's the beauty. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of
ask
it.
for a Hell in a Cell on a Tuesday. Fuck.
That's the beauty of it, man.
The cell's not even above the ring yet.
That's the beauty of it, though.
No, but I hear that though. I do. I like the idea, but I just I don't trust us.
I think mine would be for CM Punk to finally main event a WrestleMania, if that's possible next year.
Will you be there?
We'll have to wait and see.
Find out soon.
What about you, Doughboy?
I wish for more things in wrestling, man. We need more
Fans.
as in women.
Fans.
No, we need to see them wrestle. No, I'm trying to shit. What I want, a wish list in. This is how people are gonna say I love things too much, man. No. You know, don't click me. But I personally want wrestlers to like take a step back and, when, you know, crafting their matches, have a bit more intention in regards to like the stuff that they do in their matches. I feel like a lot of the matches that we're seeing, as much as I'm enjoying wrestling these days, but a lot of the matches, it just seems like overblown exhibition matches of just spamming moves and doing whatever. And I feel like when everybody does the same thing, nobody's original. And when everybody wrestles the same, there's no difference in wrestlers. And I miss when, you could go to this show and if you want to see a specific style of wrestling, you see this person. Or if you want to see this specific style of wrestling, you go watch this person. Or if you wanted to watch a certain type of wrestling, I just wish there was more attention in terms of like what people do with their moves and stuff and how they produce their matches, and just try to not look to what's happened over the past 4 or 5 years in regards to, what, I've seen this happen, so let me try this. Like, go and watch stuff from like the 80s and the 70s and maybe, steal an angle from there or steal an angle from the 80s. So, yeah, just something different, just a bit more intention in regards to how people produce matches.
Don't steal anything from Hulk Hogan. He's rubbish.
No,
I feel like people should.
people should.
I think people should steal stuff from Hulk Hogan's matches.
Yeah.
As much as I dislike the guy, I'll be real, bro. That guy, cash money.
I can't lie.
Cash money.
Hogan can tell a story in the ring, man.
Bro, cash money. I don't like the guy, but listen, I'll give him props. Cash money. His matches are shit, but at the same time, if someone was to do what he done in the 80s and 90s in terms of the way he formulates matches, people will pay attention. Why? Because it's very, very different. It's not Canadian destroyers. It's not Spanish flies. It's not drop someone on their head and then they now get up and do fighting spirit and then drop that person on back on their head. It's not the double clothesline spot where they both clothesline each other and then they now lie on the floor. This is awesome. Do you know what I mean?
Is it not? Is it not?
It is awesome, but at the same time, I enjoy it. But sometimes I want to be wild. So even when I watched the last AEW pay-per-view when we watched QT Marshall versus Big Boom AJ, it was very different to what we usually get in AEW. And I had a good time. Why? Because it's completely different. It felt like I was watching like an early 90s wrestling match.
And there's a story been told in the ring. I'm trying to let you show that I'm good. I can hang with you guys.
Like I enjoy a lot of the wrestling matches all over the world in terms of like the Indies, Japan, America, UK. But then a lot of the times I'm watching it and I'm thinking, what is the intention behind that move? Yeah. Because you're doing that move maybe 10 minutes into the match. And this is a move that you could use in the last 10 minutes. Like this is a move you could use in the last 10 minutes to tell a story, but you're doing it so early on in the match and you're spamming finishers and then you'll do your finisher and 1, 2, and you'll do the O face like, bro.
I love the old face though. Bro. I love it.
Bro, not all the time. Like if everybody's kicking out to everybody's finishers, is it really a finisher?
No, but
bro, there was a point where Adam Cole was banging it, bro.
I mean,
the thing is, I'm not against. Like sometimes I enjoy finisher spams. WrestleMania used to be the time where you spam finishers. But then if you're spamming finishers on Dynamite, Raw, SmackDown, Collision, NXT,
are they spamming finishers on Dynamite?
I'm just making an example.
In general,
bro.
okay.
Just generalizing. Like if you're spamming your finishers on all these across the board on all these weekly shows, when it now comes to a pay-per-view, I'm gonna enjoy the pay-per-view, but at the same time, I'm gonna look back like, bro, you've done your finisher like 3-4 times now. And a lot of the times when you're watching some of these matches where it's like 25 minutes, by the time it's 10 minutes in and they've already done their finisher, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not that excited because I know the match is still going to continue. So I'm going to have to wait another 10, 15 minutes until they kick into gear and then we're going to get the real sequences that we want to see.
So are you saying you wouldn't mind if it was like a mid to full length match, like 20, 25 minutes?
I just want people to be able to tell stories that I want finishers to be finishers.
Okay.
And I want intentions behind moves.
Yeah.
You can tell a story with, okay, this person's finisher is dangerous.
Yeah.
I need to try and figure out a way how, if he tries to put me in this finisher, I need to fight out of it.
Yeah, fight out of it.
Would you say then that wrestlers probably need more signature moves? And then the finisher, because then you can protect the finisher a lot more if you have signature moves. And you can.
But the maddest thing is, a lot of these wrestlers' signature, a lot of people don't necessarily have like definitive signature moves. And even when they do, we naturally know that they're not going to kick out. Unless you're able to tell a story, unless you're able to kind of build these people where they can win with their signature moves.
Okay.
They can win. So even if they're doing like when Sami Zayn beat AJ Styles with the Blue Thunder bomb a few years ago, I was like, oh, so he can win with this move. It's possible, but beating one person isn't enough with that move. You still need to be able to beat more people.
Listen, you say that, bro. You actually don't see much people lose to a finisher, bro.
No,
I know, signature.
So I was going to say to you guys, like, obviously...
Sheamus done it well as well in the build-up to Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
With with where we've come now, I feel like signature moves back in the day used to be something that was mad effective. Like for example, Chris Benoit's what do you call it? Diving headbutt. That was his signature, innit?
Yeah.
And you know when he does that, you can possibly win a match.
Lights
He's
out.
definitely, that's either he's winning a match straight or
It's
I don't.
leading to
It's a layup. It's a layup. It's a layup. It's a layup.
This is crazy now, by the way.
Even like another thing as well. What else is there? Like even like what? Let's say the rock bottoms. The
bottom
what's
is-
the spam buster. You know once that spam buster hits, he loves the pin. 1, 2, 3. The match is won. Everyone clap hands, leave the cinema.
I've never seen no one lose to that.
No, people's elbow. After people's elbow.
yeah.
It's a layup. Everything's a layup. But I feel like nowadays we don't really have layups like that.
The thing
Where
is,
it's like,
Bro, people's finishes are them like their normal generic move, bro.
Gunter's mad layup. He has bare layups.
Gunter's got hella moves. He's
got bare
so it
layups.
works with him. But then when your only move is, I don't know, is a 450, but then you're doing your 450 3 times in a match. At some point, you have to go back to, unless you now get to a point where it's like, cool, I've exhausted my 450 and I could, like, at this point, it's not winning me matches. Then you can now have, okay, this is the move. Like, you need, like, I don't know, like, that's why I love Japanese wrestling, because even if their main finisher is not going to win a match, they know, okay, cool, I've exhausted all my options. I have to go for the super finisher, and this is the move that I know nobody either kicks out of, or I'm pulling this out on rare occasion that I know once I do this move, it's curtains.
I think these are one of the rare times that Mark Calloway is correct, because I know he had an interview with this is a while back, but I saw it on TikTok. He had an interview with the Dudley Boys.
Oh yeah.
And he said that wrestlers today do not protect their finisher. It's almost as if it's a throwaway. Yeah. And how are you gonna tell a story if your finisher can no longer finish your opponent? What do you do?
I think only 2 or 3 people have kicked out of the 3.
Yeah.
think
They said.
Yeah.
I think they said in like over 30 years, not that
I
many
think
people
only
have
2
kicked out
people. I
from it.
think most Machine Guns have kicked out.
Oh, and that was a big moment as well.
Most City Machines kicked out, and I can't remember someone else.
Yeah.
So
They got to protect their finishers, man.
What's up, people? It's your boy Mex, the WrestleManiac, if you will. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And we appreciate your support as always.